What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Plaid Couch Podcast, the last one of 2024. Yay, we did it. We made it another year.
We made it another year.
A year for Plaid Couch.
Another year for us, though. We've been alive for more than
Too
just
many.
1 year.
Too many.
Sagan's already starting to decay.
Yeah.
To celebrate the new year, we have some resolutions, some goals.
Mm-hmm.
So now you guys can keep us accountable. So when we're here
Yep.
in a year, you can tell us how we all failed.
I don't.
Oh.
I hope
Okay.
we don't fail any of our resolutions.
We'll see what happens.
We'll check at the end of January to see which ones we're still doing.
Do you guys normally do resolutions?
Not too often. It's not something I'm.
Yeah. I'm not a big resolutions person.
But you know what? 2025 is our years.
Yeah.
I've got a good feeling for 2025.
I will say January is always just a good reset point,
Yeah.
though. It's like after everything that happens in the holidays, and it's a good like slow down, like kind of get your bearings back. So it is a good way to like kind of reset and regroup. So,
Yeah.
But
We have resolutions and goals for ourselves and for Plaid Couch, or what we want to do for Plaid Couch. I can start with my first one for myself. We'll go through all of our own first and then
and then
Plaid
do the Plaid
Couch.
That works for me.
All right. Number one is a very common one. I want to work out more again.
We just changed my list. No, okay.
Because the three of us used to go to the gym a lot together.
We were gym rats.
Yes, we've talked about that before, and I miss that feeling, you know, being in good shape. I go on runs a lot with Gizmo, walks, jogs, whatever it may be, but actually doing the weightlifting and all that stuff is what I want to get back into. My gym is almost complete, so once that is done,
Weekly Plaid Couch gym
I'll
time.
start streaming myself.
Oh, shit. You gonna like make us like? Will we be allowed to go? Will you charge us like a membership fee?
That'd be bullshit.
I'll
if
dock
you
it
did
from your
that.
pays.
Oh, well. Thank God I do the payroll of our zero income.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. I've constantly been meaning to get back into it, but you know, fixing up the house for so long, Gizmo being a puppy during that whole time, it was just, I had other things I was focusing on, and now it's settling down again to where my schedule can open back up. And I thought about getting him like a treadmill.
Yeah.
Those dog treadmills. One, they're stupid expensive.
Yeah.
And two, I was like, he is too clumsy.
I could see him like walking all over, like getting
And he would get tangled
Yeah.
in it. So I was like, probably for the best. Just
He's a little too aloof for that,
Yeah.
I think. As much as I love Gizmo.
he's a bull in a china shop.
We gotta keep him safe. Keep him from breaking anything. Right, Gizmo? Right.
He agrees.
Yeah, but that is my first one. Keeping it very simple and easy.
Simple and clean, you would say.
All right, I'm just not even gonna acknowledge that one.
Away.
My number one, can you believe it, is to work out more.
Oh,
Kind of the same thing. I used to work out a lot. And I've talked about this before too. I mostly do cardio just because that's my favorite form of exercise. I love to go like walk. I love to go on runs. I don't really like make time for it as much as I would like to. I've also like taken on like more things in my personal life, and then Plaid Couch, obviously. So it kind of has just been on the back burner, and I would like to I want to like make a set time for that, like in my day, to like, even if it's just, you know, half hour or whatever. I'd also like to do more than just cardio, even if it's just like quick, like strength workouts and stuff at home.
yeah. Let's all start Pilates.
Okay.
I guess.
Are you gonna teach us? We'll hire an instructor out of the budget.
Get those Taibo videos.
Oh God. Bust out the Wii Fit. But yeah, I know it's one of those things where it's like a couple times a week I'll like go for a walk or I'll go for a run. But and a lot of times I get home and it's dark, so I gotta find a better way to get some more workouts in. Because like you said, you feel a lot better when you take that time and you're in better shape. And especially just with the holidays, there's so much good food and stuff, and it's like I just feel kind of all the time. It'll be nice to work out some more and get a good solid routine is what I really need to work on.
I think that would be, if we can just get a routine, I think it would just click
Yeah.
again. I don't think we'd be able to stop.
Yeah.
Mine is I want to get a pet for my house.
Oh.
I still haven't decided whether it's a cat or a dog.
Hamster.
No, not a hamster. I got enough little rodents running around the house, especially with the colder weather. They just pop up randomly, and I gotta take care of them.
Sounds like you need a cat to do that for you.
think I really want to get a cat.
That's a 2-in-1.
My sister, she sent me a picture of this cat she saw on social media, and it was a little black kitten, but his ears were cut kind of sharply, so he looked like a little bat, and I wanted him so bad.
Yeah.
And I'll never find a cat like that, I'm sure, but
Here's the thing, Matthew. Like everyone else who owns cats, one will just appear in your yard one day, and that will be your cat then.
Yeah.
I hope I'm the next cat adoption person with that thing, because they do pop up.
The cat distribution system.
That's what it is.
Will find you.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it. I still when I was younger, we used to have outside cats just appear all the time at the house. And my favorite one, he was a black cat, but his eyes, they were like a really bright orange. I've never seen a cat with bright orange eyes before. So I'd love to see one similar to that, or even just a cat that will come up to me nowadays, because I will feed it.
Is that a threat?
Matthew has a giant net, just like get a little closer.
But yeah, I want to
take you home.
I want to get a pet for my house.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a pretty good one.
I think cat would be a perfect start because you can pretty much just leave it outside, and you have all that yard to let it roam.
They're like pretty. I mean, they still take work, obviously, but like compared to other pets, they're pretty easy and laid back.
Yeah. Well, it'd be nice. It'd be nice because I would like to have the cat inside. I mean, my allergies would not like it, but I feel like if I just were to take medicine, I would get a little bit used to it. Because I even figured out I'm kind of allergic to dogs, but because I grew up with dogs like in the house, they didn't have much of effect on me until I got older and we had less dogs. So
you just have to trick your brain into being like, no, they're fine.
Or you can get something with the poodle mix, and that's hypoallergenic. Or there's just certain breeds that are already hypo.
Yeah.
Or
You could just get a fish.
I could just get a fish, but
get a barracuda.
I
Get
would
a catfish, best of both worlds.
I would love to walk in and just see the little shit up on a locker or something. Like, what are you doing up there, buddy? And him just staring at me.
My one cat still like gets scared if he sees me walking from work. He'll just go running. Like, I don't know, like he forgets what I look like or something after 8 hours. And then I have to like be like, hey, it's just me. Like, you're fine.
I think he just gets excited that you're back.
He is just he's a spaz. I think that's all it is.
My next one, kind of going off with what Matthew was talking about a little bit ago, being more organized, having a better work-life balance. But overall, I want to start like meal prepping more, because there was a good month or two where I would meal prep. I would know what I was making for that week. I cut down on pop a lot, and then I'm back to where I was. So I want to start reducing that, but also figuring out a schedule of when to work out, when to work on Plaid couch stuff, just having not everything set in stone, but a good general idea of what each day will look like. So life's a little less chaotic.
Tegan, we have the same list, I'm afraid, because my next one was just getting better at time management and establishing a routine. Again, like with, just making time for everything, it gets really hard. It's just like, and I'm the type of person where it's like I'll focus too much on one thing. So if it's like if I start getting back into working out, I'm gonna only focus on that, and like other aspects of my life are gonna start slipping. And it's like I gotta get better at not doing that so much. I did the same thing when I first started editing for Plaid Couch. Like my life revolved around it for a while.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to be that way a little bit.
Until you
Yeah.
fully feel comfortable with the software. Which,
It's just my brain, I don't know, and I will hyperfixate on things like that. And I got to get better at like just making a routine, like having more of a set schedule of like when am I going to edit, when am I going to work out, when am I going to, get groceries and things like that.
yeah, what's this open time here?
Yeah.
Because one thing I've been wanting to do is do like a deep clean of my whole house. Like
gotta do that.
I
go
need
through
that too.
everything. And my rule will be if I have not used it since I've lived here, it's getting pitched.
Yeah.
So I just want to start from one end of the house and just go room by room. But that's one of those things where Saturday comes, I do my normal clean routine. Sunday, clean up the rest of my house. And then it's like, I just want to relax now.
What you said is like eerily similar to another point on my list, and I'm getting frustrated.
Well, maybe if you weren't looking at my notes, Jalen's like, I can't think of anything.
It's taking gut. Yeah. Another one of mine too is I'm really bad about like setting time aside for me to like relax and chill out, which is really important. So I want to get better at that this year too. That kind of goes with what I was just saying. But a lot of times I won't do that. I will just focus on work, like Plaid Couch, feeding myself good food and then like working out. And then I get burnt out really easily. And then I'll spend a weekend just like rotting on the couch and just eating fast food. And I need to plan like an hour out of the day to just like sit and play video games or like watch TV, or else my brain will like it will give up.
Yeah.
So that kind of goes with that point where it's like, not only do I need to make time and make a schedule for these other things that I need to improve on and I want to improve on, I also got to give myself a break and like plan in that time to just like let my brain turn off and just do something fun.
Yeah. Maddie, what's your next
I only had 3. So this is the third one. Oh, sorry. No, this is the second one. My bad. Sorry, I'm getting tired.
He wants to get better at math.
No, I don't. I already tried that for 12 years straight. So I want to go see a hockey game at BGSU.
Oh.
Okay.
I've got some people that I know that will be going there in the next year, and I'd love to stop by and go see one of the hockey games there, and just kind of check out the campus and whatnot.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
If you're going and I'm free, I can show you around BG.
Oh, that's fine with me.
I know where the rec center is at. I used to go to Smash tournaments there.
I can be. This is where Bird Guy and I used to live. Let's walk down this street here. This is where we used to live.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Wendy's they used to go to where Brooke got stranded.
Where I left them. Have we ever told that story on the podcast?
I don't think so.
See, BG, like, you guys have tons of stories from there. I've barely been to that town.
Well, I mean, we
city.
lived there for 4
Yeah.
years, so. But
Well, I say that, yeah, I never
But
lived in BG.
You visit them a lot.
Yeah, I also was seeing somebody who lived in BG for a while.
Oh,
so like
gotcha.
I would go like spend time with him.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew, you've heard this Wendy story, right?
With the napkins?
No. Bird Guy and I, when we lived in the dorms, there was a Wendy's just down the street, so we'd walk there. Because we were college kids. It's like, we're not gonna make food.
Yeah.
And we're like, we'll just get to go back to the dorms and play video games, watch a movie, whatever it may be. So I'm ordering and he's ordering. Mine goes smoothly, and I see Bird Guy like talking to the counter person like for a while.
Oh no.
And it's like, oh man, you could tell she was new.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, he's like, God, that took forever. My food gets there, all bagged up, ready to go. Bird Guys comes out on a tray, and like half of it's right. He got some things he didn't order, some other things he did. And he goes sit down at the table, and I go, I'll see you back at the dorm. And I just left him.
What the fuck?
And about like half an hour, 45 minutes later, he walks back into the dorm. I go, hey, what's up, man?
What do you go? Just hey, what do you do?
He was just frustrated with the Wendy's person.
Also, like, why didn't he just ask?
Yeah. I think it may have not been right away, but later on that day, I was like, why didn't you just ask him to bag it up?
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, he and I were super fucking awkward. So.
That's true. I kind of forget that.
But I think his response was, they probably would have messed that up too.
Oh my god.
What's to go mean? Sorry, I'm new here. What does to go mean?
So what did he get that he couldn't just carry the stuff back? Except for I've seen Burger order at fast food restaurants.
It wasn't a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to carry 4 McChickens and a large fry.
I was thinking of the 4 McChickens. Huh?
Oh boy. All right, Tegan, what's your next one?
My next one. Take a vacation for myself. You know,
Continue. Just continue.
What kind of fucking hive mind you guys got going on over here? Who's running your guys' strings?
It's fine. You keep going. Tegan.
I'll cut them for you.
it is one of those things, you know, with Plaid Couch, work, and all that. You know, I've taken vacations with my family, but I kind of want to take a solo trip, maybe with Gizmo, maybe have my parents watch them. And just
He's like, you better take me.
get away for a few days. You know, I'll have my phone on me, but try to stay away from technology during that time and unwind.
We'll text bomb him while he's on vacation.
No,
I'm
don't
kidding.
do that.
I'll go to Hocking Hills just so.
Just so you don't have to-
I will say though, we need to take you to Chicago.
Oh, Chicago's so much fun.
Yeah, we can go to
And-
Sparrow, the pirate bar.
Pirate bar.
Yeah.
That story we've told on here.
Yeah.
You could do Chicago for cheap too. You just got to do it right.
I still remember when Janie and I got back to the hotel, we were sitting down. It's like, man, we really wish Tegan was here right now.
We said that about Tegan. We said about Burguy too. 'Cause
Yeah.
We called you both, and Burguy didn't answer. We ended up talking to you, right?
I
And,
think. Yeah.
It's like we went all this way, and then we're just sitting in the hotel talking to Tegan on speakerphone. But yeah, I felt bad. Like you took a family vacation this year, and I remember texting you about something Plaid Couch related, and I felt bad. But then we were working on a video, so then I didn't feel so bad. But there was like, I don't remember what, and I know I've talked about this on a podcast, but there was some YouTube drama going on, and I wanted to text you so bad, and I'm like, Tegan's on vacation. I'm not gonna bother him with stupid shit. So I think we would be good if you were on vacation to just leave you alone.
No, but that's something I've been planning, and I don't know if it would just be something in Ohio, just like going someplace out of state. I've been looking at like going overseas to some places for a vacation, but that shit's expensive.
gets-
Barbados.
It's like the plane ride quadruples
the
in
flight
price.
tickets are
yeah.
like the worst part. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I found places where it's like, oh yeah, you could spend $500 and stay there for a whole week, but the tickets cost $5,000.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's a lot.
yeah,
That kind of goes into my point because my next one is I want to travel more this year. I'm currently a cousin of mine are thinking about visiting Europe next summer. So, and that's the same thing where it's like the trip itself shouldn't be bad. It's just the plane tickets to get there. It's really going to rack the price up. But I didn't really do much traveling this year. It's just been a crazy year. And then, Burga got married. So it was, we were all in the wedding. So you have to carve time out for that, no problem. Like that was so fun and such a good experience. Like I'd take that over, some tiny little trip any day. But this was like the first year I didn't take like a big trip somewhere. So I want to change that next year and try get at least like one big trip in and then maybe a weekend trip somewhere. So not quite like yours, but I do want to travel more. I've just been in Ohio for too damn long.
A fair point.
Yeah.
It gets to you. My other one is I want to get my wood burner replaced in my house, or not replaced. I just want it. I want to figure out if it's good to use, because it would be so nice to have just a fire going in my house. especially with the cold winters that we're having this year. It's been, my power went out yesterday,
Oh,
so
mine
my
did
house
too.
got cold. And then a couple weeks ago, my power went out from the big storm we had, and it was cold. And if I just take the time to get that thing inspected, I won't have to worry about being cold if the power goes out. out.
All right. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm Maddie. As a homeowner, you'll slowly realize there's always another project after.
I know. Someone asked me though, it's like, so what's next for the house? And that's what I said,
Yeah.
because that's what I want to do next.
Yeah, it's like I'm already looking at go again. I'm hoping once I start like doing my deep clean of the house that I'm also gonna buy new trim and just go throughout the house, rip out the old trim and replace it. Then that's gonna take forever, especially trying to get all the money to get enough of that. But everything takes time, so just as long as you have it on your to-do list and know you'll get to it eventually. My next one, I have down being more open, less private with things. We've talked before how I'm a very private person.
Yes.
So I just kind of want to be more of an open book. I don't really post to social media a whole lot. Maybe
Ever?
I think my last post was like not quite a year ago because I posted something when he turned 1 year old. And that's my post on Instagram. But, just kind of show my life a little bit more. Talk to people more about Plaid Couch, being open with what I'm doing. And
Being proud of it.
yeah, it's not that I'm not proud of Plaid Couch, but sometimes I'm just like, oh, it's the introvert in me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, they don't want to hear about this. But Jaylene, repeat what I just said now.
Yeah. My number 4 is I want to be more of an open book now.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
wouldn't that be crazy?
That'd be nuts.
If that was my last one, I would have like thrown my phone like out the window. I would have like had a fit. My next one, I kind of got inspired by this because I just like purged all my closets at home, and I want to build a better wardrobe this year. I finally just like what you were saying. It's like stuff I haven't worn in
Yeah.
like months. Throw it out. I'm not gonna wear it. Or it's like I'll have like one dress that I wore like 1 or 2 times. Get rid of it. I'm never gonna wear it again. So now I barely have any clothes in my closet, my dresser, because I went through everything, and I just I got rid of everything that I didn't absolutely love because, and you can probably tell from our videos, I wear the same stuff just over and over again.
I mean, that's me.
Yeah, and I'm starting to just, and it's hard too because I work in a job where I have to wear business casual, and that starts to take over your wardrobe really fast. And it's like my wardrobe is mostly just business casual work clothes, and then like either like loungewear or like workout gear. I have got like no like casual clothes, so like if I'm going out to a bar, I really struggle of what to wear because I don't want to wear like a floral blouse that I wear to work. Like that's just. And people wear that going out, but that's just not my style. Like I can wear florals to work and be like, whatever. But I don't know. I want to just have clothes that I really love and I want to wear over and over again. I've started that a little bit. I've been really into like crew neck sweatshirts this year. I don't know if you can tell. I'm always in like a crew neck sweatshirt. I just ordered like 3 more. I ordered a Taylor Swift one because they're on sale right now because the Eras tour ended. I've got another Hive Mind one coming because I'm addicted. And I've got a Fall Out Boy one coming. So, not that I want to spend a ton of money. I still want to get stuff that's like thrifted and on sale. But I had too many clothes that I didn't absolutely love. And I got to get better about only buying things that I know I'll wear or only buying things. Or like if I buy something and then take it home and realize I don't want it, to go back to the store and return it. Because sometimes it's just like, I don't want to go back and return this. So, I want to get better at just having things that I like to wear and not wasting space in my closet with a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. That's part of my deep clean too, is just going through my closet. It's like have my section here of work clothes because, like you said, that stuff can take over your closet real fast.
Yeah.
Some are like generic enough to where it's like, oh yeah, I could just wear this out wherever, and I'm allowed to wear jeans at work as well. So that makes it a little easier. But yeah, there's some with my job's logo on it and all that. So just have a section there for that. And then I've been wearing t-shirts more. You know, I wear crew neck sweatshirts as well. Just having a reduced closet because
Yeah.
more than half that stuff I probably don't wear. So
That's
just
how mine was.
get rid of it, donate it, whatever it may be.
Yeah, I do want to preface, like, I didn't, like, throw it in the trash. Like, it's good stuff. It's going to the thrift store. So I don't want people to think I'm just throwing clothes in the garbage.
So if you're Jaylene's number one fan,
I still have them at my house. So if you want them, drop a comment. I'll give them to you. There's some good stuff in there. I just don't wear it anymore.
Another one that I have personal is I want to go to more breweries.
Oh, sign me up. Let's go.
Yeah, it would be more fun for you guys to come with me, but I'll do it
There's
my
so
own
many
if I have
good,
to.
like, I'm interjecting here because I think that's a good one. There's so many, like, good semi-local ones. I mean, we live in the middle of nowhere. We've said it before. So, like, you have to drive a little bit out of your way, but
Yeah.
it's like, you find some good ones. We should actually do a trip up to, like, Cleveland. There's some good breweries up there.
Well, my home base bar, the owner was like, Matt, you got to go to some. They got new equipment. I'm like, oh, I've never seen that before. And the owner, they were like, Matt, you got to go to more. You got to go to more bars. And I sat there and I thought about it. I'm like, you're right, I do.
yeah, we kind of find our spots, and it's like, all right, this is
Where I'll be for the next year until I find my next one. Yeah.
Yeah, but so yeah, that's something I'd like to do. I'd like to. There's a few that aren't too far from here that I'd like to check out. I just think it'd be fun.
Be a good Plaid Couch series.
Yeah.
That's what I have for
Lounging
Hell yeah.
around at the brewery.
The Brew Busters.
the Brew Busters.
Lugging the plaid couch into the
Yeah,
brewery.
can we bring it in our own seats?
Yeah, that's a good one. That kind of goes into the travel more and all that. Just, you know,
Get out more.
I like Ohio a lot, but I also understand there's a lot more out there to
That's-
see, not just in our own little bubble.
That's
so.
I think my favorite thing about living in Northwest Ohio is it is so plain and generic, but it's like it makes it more memorable when you go other places.
Yeah.
But it's sometimes kind of nice when you come home and it's like, oh, my
It's
boring
peaceful
Ohio.
and
Yeah. Like the first time, like when I went to New York by myself with a bunch of strangers I met on the internet, which I don't know if I'd recommend that because you never know who you're going to end up with. It was fun. I had a great time and everybody was super nice. But it was fun. New York is huge. There's people everywhere. And I had such a good time, but I will never forget, like, on the plane ride home, because I flew in and out of the Columbus airport. I don't know if you've ever been to the Columbus airport, but it's kind of in the middle of nowhere in Columbus. And I remember, like, they started our descent back into Columbus, and I just saw miles and miles of cornfields, and I was like, oh, I'm home. And I sent a picture in our travel group chat with all the girls. I'm like, I made it back home, and they're like, that's where your airport is. It's just surrounded by corn. And I'm like, yep. I literally was like the hick of that trip. They were like, what country girl did we
You
get?
saying that reminds me of a video from years ago where it's a guy driving down. He's like, corn, yeah, corn, wheat, yuck, gross.
I gotta find that picture because it's literally like just from the plane window, and it is just miles of farm fields. Yeah.
You know, that's so peaceful though, because I live right on a river. You know, I really can't see it. During the winter I can because a lot of the trees lose their leaves. And sometimes I'll take that route to a place, even though it may be slightly longer, just because it's so quiet and peaceful.
Well, that's like we got a back deck on my house, and then it's just like a bean field for, again, just miles.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of nice to sit out there and, like, you know.
I want to get a rocking chair and just
I've got lounge.
look away on me guitar.
I got lounge chairs, and I'll just like lounge back with a book, and I'll be like, oh man, maybe I am just a hick. I've been fighting it my whole life.
The last one. Actually talk to women.
All right, that's a good one for
That's
you.
a good one.
I texted you guys in the group chat last week. because I was like, I feel like doing a tarot spread. I'll preface this by saying I think a lot of that stuff is very generic and you can apply it to just about anything, but it's entertaining.
It's fun.
And I was like, I'll just do a big one. And a part was about like relationships and all that. And it was like, what you need to do to get into your next relationship. I said, go for it. Talk to people. And I was like, all right, freaking call me out. So, yeah, I sent that to you guys, but it made me think like, yeah, not every woman's going to come up and talk to me.
Yeah,
so
I have to start approaching them.
All timidly. I mean, I do the same thing, but
just beat a sweat.
yeah, just.
And then they're like, oh, yeah, I had a really great talk. I was like, yeah, all right. I guess see you around. It's like, oh, wait, that went well.
That girl's going to be like, well, he definitely wasn't interested. Move
Yeah.
on.
Just driving home. Wait
a minute. Gizmo needs some attention.
Yeah.
We're not paying enough attention to him. I didn't have a fifth one, but I will say one thing, not that I really necessarily need to improve on or like do more of, but one thing I want to continue to do is just,
Also talking to women.
I do that all the time. I got plenty of girlfriends. Maybe just like branching out more. I started doing this like a few years ago. Like I brought up my New York trip, like just flying to New York with a bunch of people I didn't know. I've started doing that like because you guys knew me growing up.
Yeah.
Like I was not that person.
Right.
I was scared of everything. And then one day I was just like, I don't want to do that anymore. So I started doing that. I've gotten really good at like taking myself out on dates. So I'll either like take myself to the movies or take myself out to dinner, which that was a hard one to overcome. Is start going to restaurants just by myself. But now I can do it. No problem.
Movie theater was a big one for me because there were tons of movies that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
But it's like I need to go with friends.
I love going to the movies by myself.
See, that was the one where at first it's like, oh no, and then you do it. You're like,
Yeah, it's so fun. I used to do it all the time when I worked in town, and it'd be like Friday night, and I'd have no plans. I would just like go to the movies and like just go see.
It's
a movie
such
real
a
quick.
fun time.
Yeah.
But and like one of the things I did this year that I really enjoyed was I went and saw Hive Mind. I'm talking about Hive Mind again. I apologize, but they did a live show in Detroit, and it was the day before Easter, so I couldn't find anybody who like could go because people had holiday plans, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just book a hotel room and I'll go by myself. I had such a good time. I met so many cool people, and it's like I'll never forget that part of myself who was like just scared of like like going into a grocery store by yourself, and now it's like, oh, like I really could just do things like that whenever the hell I want. Now obviously you've got to be smart about it. Like I wasn't just walking the streets of Detroit all willy-nilly.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I just want to continue to strengthen that part of my brain to just be as independent as possible and be like, if I want to do something, to just do it. Yeah.
That's one of the secrets to a good life, I think.
It really is.
Just being able to tell yourself you want to do something and then
Well, I think that also comes with age, because as kids, it's like, oh, I want to do this, but there's either like a stigma about it, or you're getting in your own head, and then you get to that age where it's like, who cares?
Yeah, you start to really not give a shit the older you get. It's really liberating. And it's really fun to do things like that just on your own, because you learn things about yourself too. It's like when I take myself out to dinner, it's like, oh, I get to know myself a little bit more.
Yeah. Take time to treat yourself.
Yeah.
Take yourself out on a date.
So yeah, I just want to continue to keep doing that throughout the year.
One more for me. I want to go to a music festival.
Ooh.
I don't go to a lot. Thankfully, with my sister being older, she's really big into music, and she's got all these plans for places she wants to go. And I would love to go see a Glass Animals concert. I want to go see them live. And I'm gonna try to go to more music festivals next year.
Does Gizmo need let out?
Yeah.
We'll do a brief intermission.
Yeah, I was gonna look back.
Yeah. We're back.
All right. Now we're in the portion where we're going to talk about our Plaid Couch resolutions and goals.
I only have 3 for
I only
this
have
one.
3 for that as well.
Okay.
Tegan's got 17.
I might come up with another one as we
Well-
go. So
Well, a lot of mine will just be open to discuss. The first one I want to do is make more written content for the channel. I love our improv stuff. You know, those quick videos have been really fun to do, but you know, I got that itch to write more.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to scratch that itch. I have some ideas where I've been working on several drafts for different things now, just to get into the habit of writing on a schedule, going back to getting a schedule going for things. So that's something I'm looking forward to doing more of for this channel in the near future.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Repeat me.
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off that one. That wasn't my number one, but it's not like it, verbatim. But it is similar. One of mine was to get more confident about my video ideas. Yeah. I'm notoriously bad at like coming up with stuff, and like I've deleted so many scripts I've written because it's like I'll reread them and I just hate everything I wrote. And I know a lot of that's a confidence thing, but I'm also really bad about like bringing stuff to the table. Like the other night we were trying to get a quick video out because we had issues with footage. The details are not important, but we're like, what's a quick video we can film over Discord? And one of the ideas I sent this long thing like, oh, this is an idea. If everybody else thinks it's fun or whatever, like I always have to add something, be like, well, if everyone's okay with it, or like,
if you guys don't like it, I totally understand.
Yeah, I'm always like, it's really dumb, but I was thinking. It's like, I got to get better at just like saying what I mean, or like writing a script and just like sending it off to somebody and being like, read this. There's one that I've been working on like a lot the past few months, not so much this month, but like I've sent you rough draft scripts, and I remember like sending it to you. We were on a Discord call. I'm like, I'm gonna send this to you right now, and I just need you to read it. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, in my head I'm like, oh my god, that's like the worst thing I ever wrote. Like he's gonna hate it. Like he's gonna be pissed that I'm part of that couch. And you just go, this is good. I like this. And I was like, what?
I like
validation.
My brain literally could not comprehend it. I prepared for every possible outcome except for positive one. So I just need to get better about like not being so like, and it's not like you guys are ever like, even if I say stuff that you guys don't agree with, you're never mean about it.
But it is one of those things where it's just like, oh god, I'm gonna look like a dingus.
Yeah. Or it's like, I hate the fact like coming up with something that people won't like, but that's part of creating. You have to have those bad ideas.
Well, it's like, I don't know how many things are on the cutting room floor or in rough drafts of all those election and vote.
Yeah.
There are several jokes and bits that didn't make it, either due to time or, maybe they got revised to things.
Yeah.
It all just takes time, but those were the first things where I was like, all right, here's this, look at it, pick it apart.
It's so hard to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, it shouldn't be as hard as what it is. But even like, because the Topster video, I came up with that idea and I did everything on my own. And I didn't want to spoil it. So I was like, I have an idea. You just got to trust me. And I thought for sure you guys were going to be like, no, we're not doing that. Like, you have to tell us. And you guys were like, okay. And then right before we filmed that, I almost had a panic attack because in my head, I'm like, this is the worst idea I've ever had. I'm like, this is so bad.
And it turned out it wasn't.
And it's great. We had a great time. And we've got another one.
It was a lot of fun.
And I get so in my head about everything. And I'm not just like that here. I'm like that about like almost everything in my life. So I need to get better, and I want to get better about just presenting things to you guys and being like, this is what I have. I'm open to criticism. And like when that first Topster video came out, you were like, I have some notes, like give him a minute to get on a Discord call. And my brain went, oh my God, he hated it. Because I edited that one too. I'm like, oh my God, it was so bad. Like, oh my God. And it's like,
I was just like,
and they were like very positive, like criticism. And I think you know that about me because every time he will give me constructive criticism, your opening line is always like, I really liked it. It was really good. I just have some notes. And I'm like sitting on the other end, like sweating.
Well,
shaking.
Because I also have the philosophy now. The first video is always the test. It will not be usually will not be the final format of what we do, but it's a good run to see
Yeah.
how we work together. I was just like, here are some
Mm-hmm.
things, and I found something out because I know you and I both struggled for a while with when we had to adjust the camera sizes. There's such an easy button,
Yeah.
and I cannot wait to show you it.
I'm nervous to know because I learned stuff like that and it makes me feel like a dumbass.
Oh,
It's like,
I felt so stupid because for months I was like doing it the hard way, but there's such an easy button.
oh no. Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's one of those things. But you saying that makes me feel like such a polar opposite because the very first TikTok cringe video, I was like, who's available for a Discord call? I have a video
Yeah.
idea in mind. Matthew's like, well, I'll hop on.
Mhm.
And I was like, all right, here's my idea. He's like, all right.
I think because I think all of us like Plaid Couch are like really creative people. I think you and I are both creative, but I think our brains are so opposite in
Yeah.
how they work creatively, and I think that's why we work so well
Yeah.
together. Like we really just like, yeah. I mean, it works how our brains just.
Yeah, I've noticed my creative capacity is I'll have like 50% of an idea down.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'll just improvise the other 50%.
Yeah, and like improvising shit like that is like my biggest nightmare. It's like, oh no, I need to like make sure this is perfect,
Yeah.
and I need to like give myself a break because it's never gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
But also sometimes you do need that fine tuning, and
Exactly. It's finding that nice balance because
Yeah.
some of the things I'm working on right now, it's like, I want to make sure this is really good because I want to put a lot of time and effort.
yeah,
It's like with the Ask Me Anything, those first 2 episodes, I spent a good week just thinking of questions. And then after that, there were some times where I was like, oh shit, we're filming and Ask Me Anything today.
all right,
Is
Maddie.
it my turn?
Yep.
All right. So first up for my Plaid Couch resolution is I want to edit and upload a viral TikTok video.
Hell yeah. It needs to go viral.
Yeah.
Not
Needs
just
to.
TikTok. I like the ambition.
What counts as viral?
I was gonna look that up the other day and I forgot.
Yeah, because I mean, we've had some TikToks do very well for us. I think we have 2 in the 2,000 views
I haven't
now.
checked TikTok in a while, but I think that's right. Yeah.
And then some of our YouTube videos,
We're starting to get in the
are
hundreds, which is
over
nice.
100 views already, which is great for us.
Yeah.
Especially being in that first year where
Less than a year.
Yeah,
We're
we
getting
were
100
testing
plus.
a lot of different things, and that's good and bad because it's good because
You kinda
we're
find
figuring out a lot of
what
different
works.
formats, what works, what doesn't, but we're not getting that one general audience, which to start kind of hurts, but down the line people will be like, these are the shows I like of theirs, these are the shows I don't like of theirs. I know what I'm here for, where it's not going to be the same thing every single week.
Yeah.
with-
And I don't think, like, if we were to film, like, similar, I don't think we would enjoy that.
Yeah.
I think we would get,
Oh, we'd get sick of it.
we get sick
Like
of it.
if all we did was gameplay, I'd probably be out. And I love playing games and stuff, but it's just like I want to do more than that.
Yeah, and with the gameplay stuff, we try to switch it up a lot and not play the same game over and over
It's
again.
usually not just like gameplay either.
Yeah.
There's usually like something a little bit more to it.
Yeah.
Like the MPLs, we kind of add that fun little
Competition.
layer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wanted to add, I had so much fun making that stupid fake ad video, and I didn't even script it or anything. Literally driving home from a podcast, I thought about the idea, and
Yeah.
I just did it.
Again, check out Matthew's TikTok.
I gotta check it out.
It is so. It's the Jack Pizza one.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
I was talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh one. So it's been
No.
2 weeks and I still haven't checked out his TikTok.
It's literally, I've got like maybe 4 or 5 videos of the Yu-Gi-Oh, and then it's just my Jack's Pizza one.
My favorite thing about that is we filmed that day and you left, and then we filmed a palling around.
Yeah.
That, spoiler alert, did not get actually recorded.
There were a lot of issues.
We were having a bad day, but I was pulling out of the driveway, and Tegan literally comes running over to my car and like knocks on the window, scares the shit out of me. I'm like, what the fuck? I roll down the window. He doesn't say anything. He just hands me his phone, and it was your TikTok you made.
Yeah.
And we just sat there in silence. My car was running. I don't even think I put my car in park. I just had my foot on the brake, and We're just sitting there watching it, just in awe. We had no idea you were gonna make that. Like we had just seen you a couple hours ago. It was a beautiful moment.
It was. I literally. It took me just to drive home, and I'm like, oh, I've got it. I know what I'm gonna do.
That's how you get the best ideas. The script I was talking about that I sent you, it was one where I don't know if I was up editing or what. I was doing something, and it was like 11:30 at night, and this was an idea that I had previously, and then I tried scripting for, and then I kept deleting scripts. And I don't know, my brain just started thinking about all these things. It's like, I got to write this down. And I was up like almost all night, just like scripting. And it's like, you get just some of your best ideas. They just randomly hit you.
Yeah.
So I get that.
One thing I noticed with writing, and this is just me from doing poems or just writing shit down when I'm angry. Like it's hard to start it, but once you get going, it's literally like butter.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but you start writing just a little bit, and then your brain just keeps going.
That's why like writing prompts are really popular. Like a lot of times, if I can't think of anything, I will like just go off of writing prompts. I have so many like writing prompt books at home where it's just like, write about that, and then you just keep going. They're good writing exercises. I've talked about this on a previous podcast, but like I used to like. Like I wrote a whole script for like if 21st Century Breakdown was a musical, and it's like I would take albums and like write storylines for them and like almost write musicals. It's just really good writing practice.
Something that would happen in BG and any place that has like a film club or anything like that. They have a 48-hour film festival where you have 48 hours to write, shoot, and edit a film. Anywhere between like 5 to 20 minutes.
5 to 20.
Oh
my gosh, we could do.
But you pull the prompts at random, so it could be like a suspense, detective noir, but you also have to have this item in it. So let's just say like a sandal. So you would have to have all that stuff in that film. I never participated in any of those because it was one of those where I was like, all these upperclassmen are just trying to show their stuff off. The person I did go to that club with, her and I had very different tastes in like film stuff. So I was like, there's no one here that would really meld well. My buddy, I'm just going to say his name, Thomas. He and I, we took film classes together, but we didn't go to any film clubs. But he and I were the two in film school. Everyone else is like, have you seen this Italian avant-garde film? And we're like, well, Jaws is a pretty good movie. He's like, yeah.
Italian avant-garde. Oh, my goodness.
It's like, it spoke to my soul. And it's like, Godzilla was fun.
It's like when Shape of Water came out, and like that was a big that was a big movie that everybody was talking about, and it's like I'm probably not gonna watch that. I don't care how good it is. I'm gonna pass on that one.
Yeah, we were like the two casual film watchers, like trying to make things funny and entertaining. Where a lot of other people were like, "This is my muse, my call in life." It's like,
this is my carpe diem.
What if we made a fart joke in this?
You gotta appreciate the simplicity.
Yeah,
like it's fine if you got a real complex story, but just this the simpler the better. I would think.
My next one for Plaid Couch, I would like for us to go to a convention or some type of like creator con, something like that. I don't know how many there are each year. I know there's like VidCon and all that. I'm not saying we have to go to that one.
VidCon, I think, is a little bit too much for us.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. But even just like as attendees.
Oh, yeah.
Just, I think that would be fun and get our toes wet in a space like that. Because, I've been to
probably some good breweries over there too.
To some like festivals and all that. But I've never been in like a convention hall for anything like that. So I think that'd be fun to see for the first time and experience. Yeah.
Sundance 2025. Let's go.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a film festival. Which I want to say there was like a script thing, and I really thought about entering that
Ooh.
at one point. Just like, what's a script I could put to see if they'd be gullible enough to take it?
That would be fun.
Yeah. Bring the plaid couch with us.
I don't think we're quite there yet.
But it's iconic.
This one kind of goes with my other like personal resolutions, but I want to get better about like making time for plaid couch
Yeah.
and like putting that like as a priority in my personal
Just
schedule.
quit your job.
There you go. Yeah, I'm sure my landlords won't mind if I can't pay
Just
the
like
rent.
all the people who go pro on Call of Duty quit their job.
Yeah. So no, I just need to make that a priority. And I mean, it's not like I'm just sitting at home doing nothing. I've had other things to prioritize right now, but I need to get that back in the rotation and, start putting more effort into that. I know I've been lacking a little bit with the holidays and stuff. So I just need to make more time for it. And not just editing, but also coming up with video ideas and just doing other things that need to be done for the channel. Just pick up some more of my own slack.
I want to be in charge of filming a video at some point,
All right.
whether it's, a group thing or something else. So
I thought you were going to drop a spoiler. I was waiting for it.
but no, I think
Matt Ruffalo over here.
Start like duct taping.
I
your
just
mouth.
think it'd be a good experience, whether it would be good or not. It would be. It would increase my creativity, kind of shell, I guess. Make my my brain expand a little bit on creative ideas.
Yeah. And probably learn something from it too. Like even our videos that, we don't hit record on the camera.
Yeah.
You still learn from them. The Elgato's our biggest offender. Yeah. We don't need to get into that.
Yeah,
We've got into it
Yeah,
enough.
if you want to raise my blood pressure, just talk about the
Yeah,
Elgato.
Tegan loves the Elgato, actually.
If I could take an axe to it. All right. My next one. I would like for us to have like a community game night. I know right now we only have 30 some subscribers, but if our subscriber base grows a little more, I would love to just have a night where we play Town of Salem or
would
something
be
like
so
that,
much fun.
and get to know some of our fans or subscribers a little bit better. Have some of probably the people you're familiar with, Burguy, Thane, Quentin, but
Yeah.
also some people we don't know on a personal basis would
Our
be
biggest-
really fun.
Our biggest fan, my mom, playing Town of Salem. I feel like she would get mean in that game. Like she would.
Her and I are
no
on
mercy.
her and I are on the mafia team together. It's like, oh, they're done for. No mercy.
It's like Burguy's mom surely cannot be lying. That would be fun. One of the Patreons that I'm part of does movie nights every now and then, just with the community,
Yeah.
and that's really fun to just get together and do. So I would love to do that with our little small community. And that's another one where it's like there's not like they don't have a lot of patrons, so it's very small and tight knit. Like I pretty well know most of the people who show up to the movie nights. So not on like a first name basis, but like their Discord names. I'm looking at you like it's your turn.
Yeah, it's not my turn. Stop looking at me.
Jeez, sorry. I'm
She had that written down as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to like speech it out so Matthew can get prepared. And fuck, I'm up. My bad. My next one is pretty generic. I just want to get better at editing. I feel pretty confident with our editing software, but I know it can do more than what I'm using it for. I want to be able to know the ins and outs of it a lot better, and I want to be a better editor.
Just do what I do. Late at night, just go, throw this in here.
How does it look?
Eh,
Maybe add some layers here.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, definitely the more you use it, you start to learn more. But I want to become a little bit of a pro with our editing software. So
Let me
I don't want us to get to the point where we start hiring editors and then me just like completely forget how to edit.
Yeah.
I want to always have that skill in my back pocket. So the better I get at it, then I will feel better.
My next one would be I would like us to film a board game
Oh,
at some point. We've got a lot of options as far as board game goes, and I'm sure we could pick a good one that would be fun to watch.
Yeah. We could also like try tabletop simulator over Discord sometime too. That might be fun. But yeah, board games would be fun. If we ever got like Burguy to be more involved, like if he like hosted a board game show, that would be a lot of
Oh,
fun.
he would love that, I
Yeah.
think.
that would be that's my dream job for him here.
Yeah.
Huh?
The director of board games.
Tell us what God, I had a stroke.
He started to sound like me.
Your eye even twitched too. I was a bit nervous.
What we need to do in this. And while he's reading the instructions, we're just all just like
Yeah.
halfway through. Okay, so what do I do here?
Yeah, explain it to me like you didn't just
Gizmo,
read the
come
rules.
here, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew, he wants you to pet him.
I've been trying.
Yeah, I really like the board game one. That would be fun.
We have so much fun with board games.
Oh, yeah.
And we have such a huge collection between all of us.
Well, Burguy's carrying.
Burguy's
that
carrying it for
department.
sure, but
we all have our niche little ones.
Yeah.
it'd be fun.
Mystery date game episode 1.
Ugh.
I think that would that would work.
Let me know in the comments if you want us to play mystery date game on the channel.
I will get down in the comments myself too.
It'll be like just 500 comments from Tegan. No.
I refuse to watch anything with mystery date game in it. All right.
Boy.
I have two more,
Oh shoot.
but
I've got another one as well.
Well,
okay.
I'll try and think of something. You go.
This one is a pretty hefty goal, especially with how
1 million subscribers.
1,000 subscribers.
Okay, that's
You know, it's a big leap, but I think it's possible.
it's obtainable, I think.
Yeah. Because I think we're starting to figure out what videos work well
Yeah.
for us. I mean, we still have the ones we enjoy doing as well, and trying to find that nice little blend. But I do think it is possible. You know, any more than that would be great. But I was like,
That's a good goal.
1,000 seems like a good goal. Could have gone 100. Could have gone 10,000, 100,000, getting that play button. But I was like, 1,000 seems right for this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll quit my job.
Oh, I would maybe not get too
I-
too I thought of one, and this one might be a little dumb, but Plaid Couch merch. I'd
No.
like some more. I love your hat. We're like the Taylor Swift of YouTube. We all got the friendship bracelets.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a hefty statement I just made. But
well, we are very similar to Taylor Swift.
yeah, we're just as pretty. We're all dating NFL players. I'm nominated for a Grammy. Just to name a few of the similarities. But no, I know we've talked about stickers. I almost had stickers made, but I was waiting till we had a few more logos. Actually, you've been working on logos, and I was going to talk to you about this.
Yeah.
I was going to wait till after the holidays, just so
Yeah.
things slow down. But I think stickers would be fun. Those are good incentives. Like if we do, as our community grows, we could start sending out stickers.
Can't wait to put them on my work
Can,
cup.
can I bring this up? Because there was a piece of merch that I had like designed up for the Uncharted backseat gamings. Remember this?
Huh?
The Papa 316.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to go in the backlogs
Yeah.
for that.
It was one of those where I was just thinking of ideas. I was like, oh, this be fun.
Yeah. Well, that's like me. Every time I make a new Plaid Couch bracelet, it's
Yeah.
like whatever fucking stupid thing we said in a video.
And I was like, this would be a fun t-shirt if, we ever got more popular during this series.
I just remembered, didn't I make Papa Bless
Yeah.
bracelets?
Yeah, you made Papa Bless one.
I completely forgot I made those.
Yeah, but the Papa 316 shirt just looked like the Austin 316, but I put little pizzas
That's so
for,
funny.
for the decimal.
Because when we first started, like I was making like mock T-shirts
Yeah.
just for fun, but I would love a Plaid Couch like crew neck sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Obviously, like not to sell because whatever. But just for us to rock, it would be fun. And I don't want to spend like an outrageous amount, but I definitely want to look more into getting some merchandise.
Yeah, don't ask me how much I spent on that
I
hat.
don't want to know. I really don't want to know. It might make me a little sick to my stomach.
Why do you think I haven't gotten you guys ones yet?
Yeah, that's why I'm sticking to the friendship bracelets and my little cheap plastic beads. Yeah, so if you want a friendship bracelet, leave a comment and,
We'll give you a little.
we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Actually, seriously, I'm going to put this out there and you can cut it if you want. If you want a friendship bracelet, follow us on Instagram and send us a DM because our DMs are open.
Yeah.
And we're so tiny right now, we'll read them.
Yeah.
Now, if you're watching this in 10 years and I've won that Grammy and Tegan's married to Jason Kelsey, then we're not going to read the DMs.
No, I wouldn't marry Jason Kelsey. He's in a happy marriage right now.
If you would marry an NFL player, who would it be? I guess he's retired now. Anyone, you get a pick.
I don't know. Because I feel like I have too similar of a personality, so we wouldn't mesh. Like, complement each other. It'd be like just two frat guys hanging out.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
What's up, boo?
But yeah, seriously, if you want a friendship bracelet, sometimes I don't have mine on today, but sometimes we rock them on the show. You could probably find them in videos. Send us a DM and I'll get one to you.
I would have worn mine, but I was at work this morning.
It's very odd that none of us have them on. Yeah. That's really bad branding, and we're bringing it up this episode. But yeah, I have plenty. If you want some, we'll get them to you.
Okay, is that my turn next?
Yeah.
So my last one is I'd like to live stream any game.
Ooh.
For Plaid Couch.
Sorry, I'll let you finish. I got really excited.
Whether it be a group thing or just, a game that one of us could play or whatever.
Yeah.
I would love to have that interaction with our community when we get up there a little bit.
Yeah.
One thing I've been telling myself I need to look at is if we can have the Plaid Couch channel stream multiple points of views so people could be like, oh, I want to watch Matthew's point of view.
I was wondering that because I want us to stream Marvel Rivals. I think would be so fun. Which
we're
all hooked on that game right now.
That's the one I had in mind.
I'm like, that would be so fun. But I had the same thought. It's like, how would that work? And it's like,
would we all stream on our own channels?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Cause
that'd probably be the only way it would work.
I don't know.
That's something I've been telling myself I need to look into more and all that.
I might need to take a gizmo break.
Yeah. We're almost done.
Okay.
So,
hang tight, bud. You're okay. You can make it. I promise.
But yeah, that is something I want to do more. Whether it's Marvel Rivals, Lethal Company, maybe just one of us streaming a game.
I've streamed The Sims a few times, so it's a lot of fun.
I've watched a few of your streams.
Yeah, you've watched mine while editing at times. And I can always tell when Tegan gets done editing a video while I'm streaming because my stream count will drop from 1 viewer to 0. And I'll be like, well, the video must be done. Actually, I think I was streaming The Sims like as you were editing our first Reddit video.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little moment in history.
Yeah, it was either the first or around.
It was like really early on.
Yeah.
Or like maybe the first one was edited, but like I don't think we had uploaded anything yet. And I was just streaming The Sims and you were watching.
You know what?
Me.
I think I got the first video done. I was working on the second
That's
one.
what it was. So.
But 3 videos came out at one time.
Because I remember streaming and then you like kind of in my stream like, oh, like our first video is done or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, sick. And then I said something and I looked at my viewer count was to 0. I'm like, he did not hear me. So all my streams are archived too. So if you want to watch that moment happen, go watch the like 2-hour long stream of me building a house.
All right. The last goal I have for Plaid Couch, there's the 3 of us.
Or next year, I should say.
The last goal ever.
Yeah.
For 2025.
Wants to do it.
There's the 3 of us. We have Burguy, who's part-time mixed. Mm-hmm. And then we also have Thane and Quentin in the bullpen. I want to add another member.
Ooh.
Are we all thinking the same one? We have someone locally that we've had in mind since we started that we don't know how to convince them.
Yeah, we'll talk to him eventually. But even if we find like another bullpen member, another part-time person, or maybe someone who doesn't want to be on camera at all, but is like,
Just help
I
in the
will help
background.
out wherever you would like. So
Yeah. So drop your resumes below. We might pick you.
I work in HR, so I'll review them.
Yeah. Matthew and I do not, so we'll just do what Tegan says.
Do you guys have any more?
That was all I had. So the merch one I just kind of pulled out of my ass.
Yeah, that's all for me.
I guess let us know in the comments what some of your New Year's resolutions are, and how quickly you don't follow through with them. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell.
DM us on Instagram if you want a free friendship bracelet. I'll
It's
ship
free to subscribe.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.